And today we're gonna be talking about surviving Manhattan. If you're a Filipino, how do you cope up with Manhattan? Of course, the basics are there, the obvious is there. High cost of living, of course, number one. Number two, it's hard to get work in Manhattan if you're not, if you're not skilled enough. Actually, there's a lot of jobs here, but yep, everybody's here. Even the it's called a sanctuary for no reason, for some reason, of course, because a lot of people are here. A lot of people are migrating here. A lot of people are seeking asylum here as well. So, how do Filipinos cope up in this state? Of course, number one, this is just my perspective. This is just my advice through my experiences as a Filipino. I'm new here, so yep, I am still coping up. So how do we cope up? Okay, number one, you have to have a reset. So what do I mean by resets? If you have a reset, every week you're not gonna be burnt out. You're gonna have a reset. You can fix yourself. You can rest. You can do whatever you want. You can find another job if you want, but you have to have a reset. So most of the Filipinos get their resets on their weekends, on their day offs. Resets are like going out with friends, doing the chores, just not reminding them of work. Because if it still feels like work, it's gonna be like work. So you have to have a reset. You have to find a hobby. When you have a weekend like that and you have a long hours like me, I am like I am like 12 hours per day. I don't have time for myself. I don't even have time to shave. But that's life, right? Everybody is going through this once or twice in their lives. Some are, stuck like this forever. But what I'm saying is, you have to have a reset. You find something. Come on, Mr. Policeman. The policemen are telling me to go left, but there's a left. What do you call this? There's a stoplight here, and there's four of them: the red, the orange, and the green, and the left green. Even though the green is on, you cannot just go left because there's a left. There's a left green sign, and the policeman, maybe he's not from here. He's saying that I should go left, but there are incoming cars. So if I do that, I risk getting in an accident or risk being caught in the camera. So yeah, even though the policeman told me to go, well, it's not possible for me at that time. So yeah, you have to cope up with New York. That's one of those things you have to know, because like that, if I because someone is honking behind me, and if I follow that policeman's advice, I'm gonna get into an accident, or I'm gonna pay fine because the camera got me. All right, so yeah. So how do you cope up? How do you cope up? Mentally, you have to have a reset. I'm trying to say, I'm trying to talk about the reset. You have to have a reset. Call your family. Do some things that is not work. Have fun. Because if not, your mind and your body is gonna be thinking that after the weekdays and weekend comes, there's still work, and when Monday comes, it's like you never rested. It's like it's a continuous 2 week work. So you have to be careful not to overdo it on the weekends. Or gonna get the hangover on Mondays, Tuesdays. So like now, it's just Tuesday, and it feels like it feels like forever because I'm in that 12-hour shift. And on weekends, I slept like 2 a.m. Both of them, Saturday and Sundays, because I watch some movies and everything. I'm happy, but my body and my mind is tired. So, so I didn't get my reset. All right. So find something that is very useful to you. If I were you, I would find a skill. There's the New York Public Library. The New York Public Library offers a lot of courses for free. You just have to sign up. You just have to be there by the weekends. Learn a new skill. Do something for your community. Of course, a lot of people are just coming to New York and they say, "Oh, I'm a New Yorker. I can cross the street with a red light. I do this, I do that." But in order for you to be a New Yorker, you have to do something for the community. You have to be a part of it, and you don't have to be a nuisance before you have to be a New Yorker. That's my take. Okay, I hope I'm not offending anybody, but this is for the betterment of everybody. It's an advice. Okay, this is not a command. So yeah, if you do that, like me, let's suppose I'm a driver. I drive every day. Okay, how do I get out from this life? Am I satisfied with this life? Of course no. Nobody wants to be a driver forever, right? I'm sorry for those who are driving forever, but yeah. Let's just say, of course, so I don't offend a lot of people. Let's just say you want your minimum to go higher. You want a promotion or something. You have to learn something. You have to cope up with the new things. Even though it sucks, like AI. Say, what AI is gonna be doing with my work? I'm doing my work. Of course, it's a tool. You have to learn the tool. You have to use it to your advantage. A lot of people don't even speak English. So yeah, you put Duolingo on your phone. It's yeah. My topic is scattered all around, but what I'm saying is, on your weekend, find the reset. You're gonna cope up. Okay. Number one, you have to be mentally prepared, physically prepared, and learn a skill, learn a language or something. It's just on weekends. Stop drinking all the time. If you're drinking all the time, you're a Filipino, right? If you're drinking all the time on weekends, your brain is gonna rot. Just imagine, why do people play chess when they grow older? So their brains is not gonna rot because they're using their brain cells. But if you're drinking and drinking, believe me, my father died because of complications from drinking. My relatives, all of them, actually 90% of them, not all of them. Some of us are healthy, but all of them, 90% of them, died because of cigarettes and drinking. That's it, and diabetes. That's it. So if you're just pushing yourself to be unhealthy, because your reset is to eat ice cream. Your reset for you to feel better is to eat a lot, to drink a lot of whiskey, a lot of beer. It's gonna take a toll on your body, and you need your body until you're 50 in order for you to retire early. Or if not, you're gonna be replaced by a robot, or someone who's better than you, or someone who's stronger than you. So, hello there. Oh, Lawrence. Sorry, Lawrence Ririk. Hello. Good morning. Good morning from Manhattan. I am. I'm just doing this live. Coping up with New York. Everybody's coping up with New York, actually. High rents and everything, cost of living. When I was new here, I bought two meals for $70. In the Philippines, that is just $8, $8. So imagine the comparison, $8 to $70. So yeah, but the culture shock, no, because yeah, Philippines is a colony of the United States before, and in our curriculum we're taught how to speak English and the American culture as well. So yeah, but the cost of living, wow, it's yeah. So yeah, we're going back to how Filipinos cope up with um, how can Filipinos cope up with New York. Yeah, you have to have a skill. All right, you have to have a skill. You have to be consistent about it. You have to hone it. You have to improve it every week if you can. You can cope up with that. Like like me, I drive all the time, right? But on weekends I take pictures, I take videos. I am honing my skill as a photographer, and I'm a crappy videographer, let's just say, but I'm still honing it. Every time there's a Filipino celebration, I volunteer myself. I tell them that I can take your pictures for free, even though I can charge them, but let me take your pictures for free because yeah, I don't want to send them crappy pictures for this price. But if it's free, nobody cares, right? And you're improving yourselves. You're getting into your connections, networking, because who doesn't want free pictures in this era, right? Everybody wants pictures of themselves. They're gonna put it on their profile pictures. They're gonna show it to their relatives. They're gonna brag it to their loved ones. So everybody loves pictures, and I think I'm if I am fired here on my job because of this YouTube. I'm just joking. I can go into photography. I can go into to that plan B. I still have a skill, and I've been doing that for 3 years right now. I started in Italy, then in Japan, and now in New York. So I got the perspective of how cultures are different from Italy, Japan, and the United States. And this is the best. This is the best place to take pictures. Not just New York, but the United States, because people smile here. Japanese don't smile when their pictures are taken, except of the for those who are in in Tokyo and Osaka, because they're very liberated. But but here, especially in Europe, in Italy, they don't smile. New Yorkers smile. Even in Orlando, when I was taking pictures, American people smile, and that's the beauty of the picture. Because a lot of people are just concentrating on the sad part, on the art part, on the shadow part. I am more interested in culture, in what is if you take a picture of New York, what picture reflects New York? Is it the homeless guys? Is it the trash? Is it the smell? Is it how can you capture that in the picture? So yeah, that's one thing to talk about when you are coping up. The next thing is, if you want to cope up in New York, you have to have a plan B. If you don't have a plan B and you put all your eggs in plan A and you expected that to be successful, you're gonna fail. Everybody has a plan B. What if I'm fired today? Where do I go? Is my bank account good enough to rent? Is my bank account good to stay in Manhattan, or should I go to Queens, Bronx, Staten Island, to the other boroughs? You have to be ready all the time. You have to be prepared. You have to have a plan B. Or you can cope up, because even if you're saying, okay, why do I have a plan B? Why do I have to have a plan B? What is that in relation to coping up in New York? Well, it brings you peace of mind. Because if you have peace of mind, you can concentrate more on your craft, more on your trade, more on your business, more on what you're doing. and you're gonna have a good time. But if you don't have a plan B, what if you get sick tomorrow? What if your boss dies? What if you got fired? You're not gonna be prepared. You're not gonna be coping up with yourself. You're gonna be thinking you're gonna have a sleepless night, and you're gonna be saying, "Okay, my life is ruined. I have to do this. I do it." Do that. If you have a list of, or you have a drill on what to do, you're gonna cope up. So, for me, it's a sad news because most of the people here, even me, can't cope up with New York. That's a sad part. After all the lights, the glittering lights, after all the novelties, after all of the excitement and the what ifs, and everything is all around you, I can't cope up. There's something I am looking for, and that is assurance. Come on, man, we're going in the same lane, and that is assurance. For me, coping up with this city, I need assurance. I don't care about plan B if I don't have any assurance, right? So how do you get assurance? Of course, if you have a lot of support, number one, support is better than money. But if you have money, yep, money is still king. But if you have support and you have money, that's the way to go. I came here with my wife. We're all alone here. Don't have any relatives, don't have any friends, don't have any support group for now. But still, we're coping up. We're having difficulties coping up. That's why I am discussing this, because it's not just that I am giving advice. I am sharing my mistakes as well, and my shortcomings. And yeah, we have to learn from that in order for us to move forward for the betterment of ourselves. And before you experience that, I'm telling you, you have to cope up and adjust to New York. Don't be a hard-headed fool to think that you're a part of New York and you say, I'm a New Yorker, I'm gonna be like this, I'm gonna be like that. Of course, dreams are there, but you have to snap back into reality and tell yourself, what or who am I if I don't have this job? What or who am I if I do this? If I try this? If I learn this? If I find this? Opportunities are there everywhere in New York. You can have a net income of 5,000 net. That's net, okay? That's a good start for a Filipino. If you find the right person or the right moment and get that job, that opportunity. But how can you be prepared for that opportunity if you don't know anything? If you're just smoking all day and drinking all day and womanizing all day, it will not grow your network, because you cannot be an island in even the state of New York has 5 boroughs. It's not standing all alone. So you need a lot of people, and getting those sensible people, getting those people that you need, means that they have to need you as well. It's not like that they're gonna tell you their secret of trade. They're gonna tell you their trade, and you don't share anything. You have to know something in order to be shared of something. Well, like this, if you are with like-minded people, yeah, you're gonna be conversing with the same subject. You're gonna learn to be consistent on your trade or on your hobby, on with your interests or with your skill. But if you go out from that comfort zone, like I'm into photography. I conversed with someone from investments. Okay, what does this investor need? Okay, he needs headshots. He needs snapshots of his coat. He needs you for the company event or something like that. You're gonna provide, and in return, uh, you're gonna get some networks because he's an investor. He knows people. One thing leads to another, and voila! In like 2 sessions, 3 sessions, you're gonna know people. They're gonna expand your worth. That's gonna expand your skill, and you just have to be consistent about it. And then, yeah, that's for the investor. But what about if it's a like a blue collar job? Then, like, it's easy. If you're a camera a person or you're a photographer, just like me, for the second job, and you you are you are conversing, you are talking with someone from a company. Maybe they can hire you in the future, or maybe you can offer your services to them. It's an exchange of ideas, it's an exchange of skills, and if you got 10 of them, 10 people of different kinds of skills, and maybe you can shift on that skill as well. Maybe you can learn what they're doing, and you're gonna improve yourself. Okay, this is a busy street. We have to be careful. There you go. All right. So that's how you cope up in Manhattan. That's just my opinion. You're gonna cope up by preparing yourself mentally, physically, and of course, whatever is happening in New York, you just have to go with the flow. Don't be against it, and you're gonna get there. So for us, until we get the dream job, of course we have a job, but until we get the dream job, I'm not gonna be mentally, you know, prepared or stable. That's weird to hear, mentally unstable. But I'm just saying that I cannot completely rest until I find my dream job. So yeah, we're here. So I am gonna say goodbye to you guys. Okay, I hope you learned something again from my ramblings and rants. So thank you. This is Michael from the October Project, and see you again next time.